If you are in the market to buy a new car, you'll want to hear what cars made the safest vehicle list and behind the scenes of the hit TV show Macgyver, plus inside an ice castle. Mid-morning starts right now. Good morning, everyone. It has been 2 years since a gunman killed 17 people at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida. Since that time, active shooter drills have become routine for many schools and students, but now the nation's two largest teacher unions are pushing to change how they're conducted. Take a look.
Unannounced active shooter drills happen at least twice a year at the Neptune, New Jersey high school where Charleys Kepler is a freshman. We met up with Charleys and her mom, Beth, at their local coffee shop. A lot of schools are conducting these active shooter drills, sadly. How do you feel about them?
I feel sad that they're necessary, but as a parent, it makes me feel comfortable that there's something being done.
The drill at Charleys School last fall sparked immediate controversy in her community and school districts nationwide.
No one should ever support doing something just because you feel like, well, we have to do something, so let's do this, when what you're doing could actually cause trauma and fear for those children.
Lily Eskelson Garcia is the president of the National Education Association. The NEA wants to end drills where weapons are drawn and actors play roles as victims, sometimes covered with fake blood.
One of the things we know is not helpful is to have an active, realistic shooter drill that can frighten, terrorize, traumatize the big people and the little people in that school.
The NEA also wants to notify teachers, students, and parents in advance of active shooter drills.
Alert, alert. Boys and girls, this is a drill.
In 2018, CBS This Morning aired a live pre-planned shooter drill with a group of Ohio fourth graders. Even with notification and television cameras in their classroom, students revealed how frightening the experience could be. Who here is scared when they go through these drills? As for Charleys, the active shooter drills are not traumatic, they're typical.
We don't see it as something that is so terrifying and as extreme as some of the older generations because it's just kind of like how we've grown up and lived.
The Keplers do agree with one of the changes the teachers' unions would like to see, and that is providing students with school-based mental health assistance. Vladimir Dutim, CBS News, New York.
Under the Mississippi School Safety Act, school districts have active shooter drills twice a year. They're required within the first 60 days of each semester. It does not allow teachers the option to opt out of them. The Insurance Institute for Highway Safety is out with this list of the safest vehicles. Elise Preston brings us the report.
To earn a top safety pick, vehicles must perform well in 6 different crash tests. The Insurance Institute for Highway Safety also measures roof strength and evaluates whether headlights provide good vision. This year, 64 vehicles earned a Top Safety Pick award, 7 more than last year, and 23 received the highest honor of Top Safety Pick Plus.
It is an encouraging sign, particularly since we raised the bar a little bit this year.
IIHS President David Harkey says vehicles had to meet a higher standard in crash tests. They also were required to have pedestrian detection systems that can prevent an accident. Of all the automakers, Mazda took home the most Safety Pick Plus awards with 5. Subaru had 4. GM's Cadillac was the only U.S. car company to earn the top award.
I do think that vehicles are as safe as we've ever seen them.
But Harkey says car makers can do even better.
I think the biggest thing that we would like to see an improvement on is headlights.
He would like to see top-performing headlights become standard on all vehicles, giving drivers a better chance at avoiding an accident in the first place. Elise Preston, CBS News, New York.
And Hyundai had 8 models that earned a Top Safety Pick award, and 3 were given the Top Safety Pick Plus. Well, a new survey finds that many couples are being unfaithful when it comes to money. Maren Austin looks at how many are committing what's called financial infidelity.
A share account.
Yvonne and Stephen Manalase have been together for nearly 30 years and came to an agreement on finances when they got married.
So he makes the money, I handle the money. Does that make sense?
So communication.
Definitely.
But many couples aren't open and truthful when it comes to money. Creditcards.com surveyed 2,500 Americans in serious relationships. They found 44% admitted to committing financial infidelity.
Financial infidelity usually takes one of three forms. It's secret debt, secret accounts, or it could be secret spending.
Ted Rossman from creditcards.com says 34% admit to spending more money than they feel their partner would be comfortable with. 17% have kept a secret account, and 12% carried secret debt.
What's even more surprising is 27% say that it's even worse than physical cheating. So this is really a big deal for a lot of people.
Millennials are the most likely to be financially unfaithful. 1 out of 4 has kept a secret bank account hidden from a partner. 24-year-old Anna Bagley is single but doesn't plan to share a bank account with another person.
When you just start out, you're really aware of all the money you have and all your expenses and stuff. So I guess when you get to that point when you're in a relationship with someone, you're not ready to kind of say, oh, okay, I'm just gonna not think about it.
Rossman says honesty is the best policy.
Just make sure that you're on the same page about your income, your expenses, your goals. It's really important.
Couples who invest in financial communication can see big dividends in a successful relationship. Maren Austin, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Talking to babies may seem silly, but scientists say the way you talk could shape a child's future. That story is ahead on Mid-Morning. Welcome back, everyone. Parents may play a bigger role in their child's speech development than you realize. According to a new study, Mandy Gaither has more in this Health Minute.
I bet you would like it. Yeah.
How parents talk to infants is strongly linked to how the child's speech develops, according to an ongoing study recently published in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences. The study showed that children whose parents were coached in parentese, a near universal speaking style distinguished by higher pitch, slower tempo, and exaggerated intonation, showed significant gains in conversational turn-taking and vocalizations between 14 and 18 months. Coaching meant educating the parent on benefits of speaking to their babies and being encouraged to engage the child in back-and-forth conversational type exchanges. One of the authors says children of those coached parents produce real words such as ball or milk at almost twice the rate of children whose parents weren't coached to speak parentese. A previous study on the same group of babies showed parents who were coached to use parentese had babies who babbled more and had more words by 14 months than those who were not trained. For today's Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
A plant-based food company is suing California food regulators partly over the company's butter. John Ramos has more on this butter battle.
Here at Miyoko's Creamery in Petaluma, they're producing butter and cheese from plants. But according to the Department of Food and Agriculture, that's not what they're doing at all. Miyoko Schinner is on a roll. Her company turns cashews, oats, and legumes into items that taste just like dairy products. Her best-selling vegan butter just got picked up by Costco, and her company is doubling in sales each year. So she was surprised when she got this letter from the California Department of Food and Agriculture saying she should stop calling her vegan butter, butter.
When I saw that letter, I actually burst out laughing.
The letter says a product cannot be called butter unless it is made exclusively from milk or cream. Actually, there are a lot of non-dairy products with butter in their names, but the letter says Miyoko's packaging is creating an erroneous impression with consumers.
I don't think there is a single confused consumer out there. No more than a consumer is confused when they order almond milk. They know it's not dairy milk. In fact, they're ordering almond milk because they don't want dairy milk.
But the letter doesn't stop there. It also says the company's website must remove this picture of a woman hugging a cow because it implies that's where the product came from. Miyoko believes this is simply a government agency trying to protect an industry that feels threatened by change.
So yes, they're going to be threatened, and they're going to try to challenge this, but the fact is there's a huge amount of consumers that are transitioning to a new food system.
I don't see her product as a threat to the industry. I feel her messaging is a threat to the industry.
Jennifer Beretta helps operate her family's dairy farm in Santa Rosa. She believes Miyoko's goal is to put an end to the dairy business altogether, a fact that Miyoko doesn't deny. Jennifer says in this battle, words matter. even words as simple as milk and butter.
We're not trying to control, we're just making what the definition is fit. And milk, the definition is from a mammal.
So what's in a name? An established industry and an upstart challenger are setting up a battle over butter. In Petaluma, John Ramos, KPIX 5.
And so far, the company has not changed their packaging, instead filing a lawsuit against the state for violation of freedom of speech. All right, when we come back, some single guys use dating apps, others reality TV, but this next guy has a really big idea. We'll show you when Mid-Morning returns.